There's an item that you commonly shop for, and if you handle it wrong, you can get hurt. I'm Brian, Instacart Bulldog, with this tip to keep you from having to go to a place like this. Let's hit it! Welcome back to my channel. Thank you to the new subscribers that have joined this week. We're well into the new year and the channel continues to grow as I continue to explore a whole lot of topics that can benefit you as an Instacart shopper or perhaps even any other gig work that you do. Today, I'm visiting my chiropractor, Dr. Blake Gilmore here in Pensacola, Florida, who, if it wasn't for him and me coming here every week, I don't think I could do the rigors of this work. So, Dr. Blake, welcome to the Instacart Bulldog channel.
Thank you, Brian.
Okay, so you wrote an article some time ago about how to carry a case of water. It's amazing how little information there is out there, and I see this all the time. People, I think, are probably mishandling it and possibly hurting themselves.
Yeah, and I had done it myself for sure. I actually Googled the information to see more specifically how to properly load a case of water onto the grocery cart. Was it put it on the bottom? Was it put in the top? Just what they had listed, and there really wasn't much good advice on it.
Yeah, and I see this a lot having worked in the grocery store myself, and now as an Instacart shopper, I see everybody handling it completely differently, and I don't even think that the grocery stores are teaching this proper lifting technique.
No, I didn't. I've never seen a sign for it. I've never seen. Maybe there are some, but I haven't seen a sign for help from a service person at the store, or even the water companies themselves saying this is how you should pick up the case, or this is the best way to do it. And because most of the time people, they try and pick it up and they put it down into the cart, well then you got to go back into the cart. You're just in a vulnerable position and more likely to hurt yourself.
Yeah, and that's where I wanted to get into it because people, you see this a lot. You're obviously you treat back injuries commonly. What is it that happens when somebody lifts something like that wrong?
Well, they can strain their upper thoracic region or their lumbar, which is the low back region, because they're overextended. You got the weight, the force away from your body, you're stretched out. You're in a weak position trying to lift this case of water up, and doing it in a hurry, something just likely to happen.
And I can tell you folks, this doesn't even have to be a case of water. It can be a 5-pound bag of ice. It happened to me one time a few years ago before I moved here. Fortunately, I was being treated by a chiropractor at that time, and my recovery time was a lot quicker than he even predicted. But it was, Dr. Gilmore, it was lifting a 5-pound bag out of here, putting it up on the shelf, and the way I turned and put it up there was when I got to this position, it went right across my back and put me down on the floor.
Right, exactly. You just got to a weak position, and in that part of it, it grabbed you.
Yeah, so, and then there was another time where I was reaching for my cat at my house that you treated me for.
I remember that, yeah.
So, yeah, folks, even small things can get you. So we're going to demonstrate today how to properly lift a case of water, which I think could even help people lifting cases of soda. They go to Sam's Club, BJ's, Costco, and the like. You know what I mean? Those big flats of 35.
Yeah. And a lot of the lifting, the advice on just how to lift and grab, keeping the object close to your body as you can. It's the same thing for lifting any heavy object around the house or whatnot.
Okay, so let's go take a trip to the grocery store and show you how it should be done. Checking out was easy. We didn't have to lift it out of the buggy onto the belt. So now here we are out to the car. Let's show you how to properly load it into your vehicle.
And again, and at the knees, not the waist, we do have it underneath the cart because that was the best place to load it. That's how you want to do it. Leave it on the bottom. Just bring it towards you and out, keeping it close to the body, and then put it in the back of your car and however you need it.
All right, so you've arrived at the customer's house, and now it's time to leave it at the door.
All right, let's grab it. Drag it close to us. Pick this up, keep it close to the body. Walk on over, remember, bend the knees, not the waist, and set it down. Voila, it's that easy.
So when you think about it, you're actually handling that case of water quite a few times, you taking it from the shelf, putting it in the buggy, then taking it to your car, putting it in your car, taking it out of your car, leaving it at the doorstep, or handing it to the customer. So you're actually handling it a few times. Fortunately, you don't have to do it at the checkout, because a lot of times the cashiers can either scan it or they have a code that they just punch in. So it's one less time that you have to handle it. But as I mentioned earlier, I see you every week. I've had chiropractic care weekly for a long time now. What would be the general benefits of seeing a chiropractor before you think you need one?
It's going to keep your body functioning, making sure all your joints are moving correctly, or ideally for your stage in life. Keeps the muscles stretched out, keeps you from getting more tight and stiff. When it's more tight and stiff and you get in that bad position, now you're likely to have a problem.
Yeah.
Where if everything's moving properly, it's lined up optimally, you're able to get through even getting in less than ideal positions. You can get out of them more readily without a problem or getting hurt.
Yeah, as I mentioned, because I had been adjusted regularly, my recovery time was much quicker in each of those cases, which I believe to be because of that, because I've gone every week.
Oh yeah, it plays a big role.
So one more thing, and that is people get into car crashes. Let's face it, this is a high-risk job. We're on the road a lot. Insurance companies do not like our kind of work because the statistics are not in our favor. People get into a wreck with their car. Should they see a chiropractor?
Most definitely. Of course, if there's any severe injury, head trauma, you would want to go to the emergency room first and get evaluated by a medical professional and make sure everything's okay. Once those are taken care of, don't just deal or tough out a little neck pain or it's going to be stiff and come back. Lots of times it doesn't get better on its own, and then that stiffness is there. You've lost that range of motion. It can lead to, on the low end or minor end, just degenerative changes to happen more quickly, which 5 years down the road are going to be really painful issues for you.
So get it done as quick as you can, because the pain is telling you something.
Right. The pain, the loss of range of motion, those are all issues that are signs of a real issue that's going to be painful in the future.
A chiropractor I listened to the radio out of Atlanta says if the car was damaged, you were damaged. Right.
I've heard that before, and truthfully, you don't have to have much damage to the car to actually have damage to you. They've shown videos on this out of the Spine Research Institute in San Diego, which I went to. Very, very minor, if any damage is even necessary for the acceleration, deceleration forces to have a negative impact on your head and neck.
Okay, and if you're in Florida, and I imagine this may apply in other states, you have 14 days to be evaluated for any medical conditions in order to make a claim on the insurance, right?
Correct, and any state, I think it'd be very beneficial. Again, you want to get earlier, the earlier you get checked out and evaluated, the better. But in Florida, it's definitely, you got 14 days or you lose the right for your insurance coverage.
Okay, and I'm sure a lot of chiropractors know how that legal system works, and you've probably had your share of experience with other doctors and lawyers.
They're going to know how to make sure to help you out best and get you taken care of.
Okay, very good. Dr. Gilmore, thank you very much.
Thank you, Brian.
All righty. Thank you for watching this video. Please share it with others, especially other gig workers, so they can be safe and not hurt themselves doing this job, because we know we're on our own. We don't get paid time off, we don't get workers' comp in a lot of cases, and it's just no fun being in pain. I'm going to put a link to Dr. Gilmore's article in the description down below so you can read it and share it as well with others. Please subscribe to this channel so you don't miss more tips for bigger tips and better ratings. I'm Brian, Instacart Bulldog. Until next time, go get 'em!